Leo, we've got, let's start at the beginning. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, together we are the soul pool, as a collective. Without you, this doesn't work. This is the week commencing the 22nd of June 2021. So, I believe Astral DJ is giving me a song by Adele. I'm not too good on Adele songs, to be fair, but I think it's called Rolling. Might be Rolling in the Deep, but I'm not sure. It's showing me cracking waves, so I'll dig for that one and see. Leo. And we did pull a Leo card then, did you see it? Keep your eyes peeled. They're doing it on every read so far. It's quite far off. I'd say about going into next week, not this week. At crossroads, not wanting to take that first step into your new future, fear is holding you back. You know there's no going back to how things were. You've got to move forward. Moving forward from stormy waters to calmer ones. Don't take the baggage of the past with you. Travel could be indicated. You need to be patient. There's been an injustice, perhaps with a Libra. Could be problems with the lines on the marital home. Injustice. Those born on the 11th, living or past. Get your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Could be November, could be the door number 11, could be somebody born on the 11th. It's the 11. It could be 11 o'clock. Something is negative about the 11. You're impatient, there's illness, bad temper, you're not expressing yourself well, there could be heart and back problems. As a businessman or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man, and you and Taurus have had this thing going for a very long time. Somebody who was once a really good friend is now a dangerous enemy. Somebody's been ostracised by you or someone else, no longer part of the family. It's turned his back on a situation. No communication, perhaps somebody's been blocked. There's a very clear thinking, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female, or it could be a part of you that's willing to cut someone out. You need to seek professional advice from a doctor, priest or lawyer female, or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius female. This is someone who's detached and clear thinking. Now, I get the feeling lately that Leo's been coming out in a lot of reads and it's always negative. That doesn't mean that I think that you're a negative sign. You're not. A pure Leo could be, because they're quite unaware of their selfishness, and their loving themselves goes a bit too far. But that's usually because of their upbringing. They've been brought up as a princess or a little soldier's mummy's little soldier. So they don't know any better. They have a good heart and they will be too generous sometimes to buy affections. But that's only if you're pure Leo, with nothing else to temper you in your chart. With no water, no air, and no earth. So you have to be a lot of fire to be that way. So when I say that a Leo is negative, it's not always every Leo. It just means that that energy is there. And there could be an earth sign that is more Leo than you are. That's why I always say go by your sun, moon and rising. And your rising or your ascendant is your most important sign. So let's get that out of the way before I start beating you up. Verbally, I mean. For me, your negativity is this earth sign, this Taurus, I believe, that you've had in your cards for a very long time. But it could be a Capricorn or a Virgo. It's without knowing and doing a personal read, I can't say. But there seems to be this cat and mouse game between you for a very long time. And it hurts. I know you're very hurt. Some of you, it's a Libra, because we've got Libra energy here. Could be a Libra if you're a female, could be a Libra if you're a male. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, either sex. Patience is going to be needed big time, and I don't think you feel strong enough or well enough to be that bloody patient. Somebody's gaslighting. A change is coming. You don't like changes, but this one's a good one. I was born on the 10th, living or past it, diary and address. Massively important in a positive way. The ladybird will be a sign of good luck for you. I walked around Primark for an hour the other day with a ladybird stuck on me. So watch for the ladybird. You really do fear this crossroads, and because you think there's going to be a sting in the tail. Well, so what? What's the worst that can happen? There's an enemy here, but it could quite easily be yourself. Rapid communications, very cutting. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, female. I think again, it's the same. There's a couple here that aren't seeing eye to eye. So if you and your partner have both got earth in your chart, that could be you. You're just not seeing it. You're not feeling it. For most of you, though, it's the male or the female version, depending on what sex you are, of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're not... you are meant to achieve great things, and you are doing so. Something that you've been working on, or will be working on, for at least 3 years is about to pay off. It could be study. Reaching greater heights. And there you are. Recovery. Feeling strong enough. Feeling able to battle your inner and outer demons and control yourself. This is going to be a burden, but you are more than strong enough to carry it. Those born this year or 12 years previous recurring, so 12, 24, 36 years ago, could be important. Those born on the 8th or the 26th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. There are secrets, there are lies, perhaps something to do with the internet. We've got somebody born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past state Fudarian address, massively important in a negative way. But it doesn't mean that they are negative, it's just a situation they're in or that they've brought you into is negative. It's a dark place, there could be depression. You've got to be very careful what you put into your mouth, as in diet and medication, drugs, alcohol, whatever, and what comes out your mouth, as in words written or spoken. Do not hold on to people, situations. Don't try and control things. What's yours will always be yours, but the tighter you hold on to something, the more it will feel smothered or fly from your grasp. There is an offer of love, a message of love, but it's not enough. Could be a water sign child, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's the beginnings, perhaps, of a new relationship. The 10th is positive, the 8th or the 26th is positive, 2nd or the 29th is negative. Karmic situation. Yeah, you're not facing things head on, which isn't like you. You're avoiding the issue and not getting out into society, not being the social butterfly that you are. And whilst you're not doing that, there's no healing, there's no hope, and there's no freedom. It's just, there will be chaos, and it's coming, so you might as well use that chaos to gain hope, healing, and freedom. Face it head on. No longer sitting on the fence. Ask for help if you need it. Ask for advice if you need it. There's no passion here anymore, and no new beginnings. No action being taken, and there will be a split if you're not careful. A bad choice has been made, maybe. Injuries to the hands, arms, shoulders. Communications can go awry, and anything to do with siblings. That's the Mercury retrograde card. It's Gemini card. So, and we're coming out of that soon. So the 6 or the 24, negative energy. There's no reciprocity here, and there hasn't been for about 6 years. You're coming out of a mental prison. You've been overthinking things and making matters worse, telling yourself a story in your head that's just not true. You are protected. Archangel Michael is there. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, older male, doctor, priest or lawyer could be of great service to you. Professional advice. And there you are in your own read. Be knowing your worth and being financially stable. It is time to move on from stormy waters to calmer ones. Be up to you though. Loss of a home, court case that goes wrong, hospitals negative, schools negative, universities negative, a building, a significant building is negative. There may be problems within the home and family life. There's a female enemy, and there you are. This is the card that I knew would come up, and this is the card that's been bothering me because it is you in all your negative forms. But it can also be somebody born 1962, plus or minus 12, February to February, or just somebody very familiar to you. You may be lying and deceiving yourself, or somebody's lying and deceiving you. No love. romance. A gentleman that works within the home for people is a negative energy in your life or is leaving your life. Heavy heart, no transformations, holding your breath to see what's going to happen next. Walking on eggshells. And a female will receive or see a written word that brings her distress. There is something wrong in this picture. Either there's repairs need doing in the home, or there's something wrong within the home and family life. It's just not quite right, is it? Yeah, something has to be raised to the ground so that you can begin again. Destroy it. You're overthinking things, trapping yourself, making stories up in your head. You need to stop and breathe for a minute. Yeah, codependency. You co-created something and now it's trapped you. You're sitting on the fence because you daren't make a move, walking on eggshells. There's been a celebration or will be a celebration, a birthday party, something like that. Could be someone living or past. Chaos and conflict that you've got to meet head on. An exchange of gifts. What you give out is what you get back. So it may be a karmic debt. Because this is a never-ending story. What you've got to do is imagine a new future. Manifest a new future. Everything that exists started out as a thought. So keep your thoughts positive. Mars, you're going to war, Leah, I'm afraid. 5. But without that Mars energy, you can't fight for what you believe in. Could be an Aries involved here. The name Russell or Bet could be important. War will never determine who's right. There's something here that you might have to fight for. It makes us shove hard in a way that other planets don't. I might call him the bully, so avoid that. Mars is the ruler of sexuality and aggression. It's a lustful planet that drives us, so greed may be a factor, or lust. Allows us to face the difficult challenges in life, to follow our passions no matter what stands in the way. If we did not have Mars, we could not know how to fight when it's needed. Sometimes you pick fights when they're not needed. What you must do is push back in terms of defence, but don't go looking for trouble. You may either face aggressive situations or need to confront or defend, or an intense sexual encounter may take place and not necessarily involving romance. This is a time when you not only feel forced but driven. It's time to consider your goals and desires and not allow them to fall into the shadows. Because right now, action is needed and you aren't taking any action. It's not a good time to sit back and wait. When this card presents itself, you're being challenged to protect your interests and move quickly ahead on something. This is a type of passion and drive that's linked to the spirit and life force. You can change your fate. So turning up this card infers a fire has been lit under your passion and it's time to achieve what you want in life. You are being shown a clear path. It could be romantic or sexual in nature, or it could also involve other types of relationships. But more importantly, your goals should be pursued at this current time as vigorously as possible, and it can indicate that you've come face to face with a formidable competitor. Other issues to do with this card include the law, the military, sports, games, challenges of all kinds, becoming more physically active and involved, but also fiery tempers and actual fires. Yes. So watch. The question is how to take action. How do you create the momentum to achieve your goals and dreams? Have you been challenged to protect your interests Are you being pushed too hard by something or someone, or are you doing it? How do you clear your path to get what you want? Are you willing to do battle? Has someone or a situation challenged you to a fight? This means there's going to be struggles, challenges. The colour red, fast cars, the military, sports events, law enforcement, being forthright, pushing ahead, ambition, being number one. Like I said, you've got to be careful. Enthusiasm, events that roar towards you, taking you unaware. Excitement, noises, others having battles, other people baiting you. Being bullied, confronting bullies in the family and on the job. Defending your position that you've earned. Losing your head, accidents and other problems due to being in a rush, overheating, skin rashes, high blood pressure, hemoglobin of the blood, iron, the phallus, drive, animal desires, being ardent, passionate or lustful, sheer energy, strength, impulsiveness. There will be battles, adversaries, competition, sports events, rushing to defence. There is an Aries energy involved, and those born on the 4th or the 31st may be important. Thanks for listening.